Hello and welcome to my EFL review for game week 31 from this weekend's games. If you do like the EFL review, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Hit the notification bell while you are at it as well. And yeah, let's just jump straight into my EFL review for game week 31. Going into the championship then, and Friday night was Charlton 0, QPR 0, wasn't it? Bit of a boring game on Friday night. It was definitely Leeds Forest, the one to watch over this one in the championship, wasn't it? Derby. Moving on to Saturday's games, Derby losing at home to Ipswich Town 2-1. I could see this win coming from a mile off for Ipswich. Derby's home form not great, down to 10 men in this one. Getting Travis sent off in the 92nd minute, silly. Second bookable offence in that one. Norwich did beat Blackburn by 2 goals, still good win for Norwich. Piles the pressure on Blackburn, doesn't it? Again, I think they could be getting relegated to League One. I heard Tony Mowbray's coming back, or is it Gary Rowett or something like that? Could be an interesting one to see who they appoint. Final half 12 kickoff on the Saturday was Southampton 1, Watford 0. Kyle Larin scoring with his first touch for Southampton and getting them a 1-0 win over Watford, who are on a big slump since New Year's Day's win over Birmingham. Birmingham, however, talking about them, have done the opposite, have been brilliant since unbeaten since then. They beat Leicester at home. Stansfield getting the winner in that one looked quite emotional, probably because he hasn't scored in a while, and social media, I think he does look at social media, which probably did have an effect on him, but Birmingham deserved to win this one. Bobby Reed getting sent off in the 32nd minute. Fatawa with an absolute class goal as well, and Ibrahim Osman scoring his first goal for Birmingham as well. Good win for us. Coventry dropping more points at home to Oxford. What is going on there? Probably should have won the game. Didn't win the game and drew 0-0 at home to Oxford. Isn't great. Hull 2, Bristol City 3. Very good away win for Gerhard Struber's side in that one. Very much deserved winners. They deserved winners? I think it was a fairly even game, but they did have more shots. 3-1 up on the 50-minute mark, and Kieran Dow could only rescue a goal back for Hull. In the end, Preston 1, Pompey 0. Scrappy home win for Preston, but they'll take that over a Portsmouth side that don't look particularly great. Preston back in the playoff fight now. Back on level points at the minute as Alfie Devine scored the goal there. West Brom 0, Stoke 0, boring. West Brom not looking particularly good at the moment, has to be said, under Eric Ramsey. See how they get on in the West Midlands Crunch clash against Birmingham tomorrow night. My prediction for that one is a 2-1 Birmingham home win though. Wrexham 0, Millwall 2. Wrexham losing at home. It's just the nature of the championship. You're just going to lose games at home, unfortunately, in this division, and Millwall getting a big away win at Wrexham. Swansea 4, Wednesday 0. Good home win for Swansea, but it's expected. Sheffield Wednesday can't score a goal at the moment. And tonight is Sheffield United taking on Middlesbrough. Sheffield Wednesday we forget about on a -7. Oxford in 23rd on 28th. They look gone. Blackburn and Leicester on the same amount of points after Leicester's deduction of 6 points. 20th sit West Brom on 33. They grabbed a point, didn't they, at the weekend at home to Stoke. Portsmouth 19th. Charlton in 18th. All probably in that ballpark. Norwich starting to clear themselves away. Sheffield United in 16th cleared themselves properly away now. 15th sit Swansea City at the moment. Southampton sit 14th in the table at the moment. Stoke 13th as well. QPR in 12th. That's your mid-table kind of fodder at the moment. Playoff battles. Well, you could say that for playoff from 47 down to 43 down to Southampton. Probably just about in the playoff race. You probably include Swansea in there as well. Watford sit 11th. They are on a horrible run of form at the moment. Birmingham sit 10th. 2 points off the playoffs, so are Derby. Bristol City a point off. Preston level on points back with Wrexham in that battle. Then you've got a bit of gap to Millwall, 6-point gap to Millwall there in 5th. Hull sit 4th. Ipswich sit 3rd. Coventry and Middlesbrough are still top. Coventry hanging on now by a point, and it is only 5 points back to Ipswich now, who do have a game in hand on them. So, let's just jump straight into League One now. Into League One then, and we start on Saturday lunchtime, where Luton got big win over Bradford City, getting themselves back in that playoff fight. Bradford's really they are starting to fall off now, you would say. Port Vale 2, Burton 2. Good fight back from, was it Burton in that one? It was. They were 2-1 down. I thought Port Vale were going to go on and win it, but Burton fought back with Beasley twice in that one. After taking the lead twice, Port Vale Burton hit back twice. Wimbledon 3, Reading 2, a Brown hat-trick, a Marcus Brown hat-trick. Brilliant result for Millwall over Reading in that one. Good home win, and they needed it as well, did Wimbledon and Johnny Jackson's team in that one. Bolton 3, Barnsley 2. Very good results for Bolton in that one. Needed win for Schumacher's team in that one. They stay third in the table. They're looking a lot better than they did last season. Steven Schumacher working his tricks in the book again for Bolton, doing a very good job for them. 55 points, still a little bit away off Lincoln and Cardiff. Of course, Lincoln looking really good. We'll move on to them in a minute. But yeah, good home with for Bolton. Huddersfield 2, Blackpool 2. It was the game of goals this weekend. Goalfest in Huddersfield, Blackpool as well. Desmond there 2-2. Decent point for Blackpool away from home. Huddersfield did fight back, but Blackpool, that might have been 2 drop points for them, probably looking at the way they were going. Mansfield 0, Exeter 0. Joe Whitworth having the game of his life by the looks of it. In this one, One Call Stadium, Mansfield 12th versus 13th. Good win. No good win for them. Probably a mid-table fodder clash. That one. Northampton beat Stevenage by 3-1. Stevenage just don't look ready for the playoffs this season. Slumped down to 9th in the table now after their really good start. Ryan Lowe's been sacked as well by Wigan as Peterborough thrashed them by 6-1 in that one over Wigan Athletic there. Plymouth 1, Lincoln 4. Good win for Lincoln in that one, and they are looking really good, our Lincoln City and Michael Scabala's team. At the moment, Cardiff City with 10 men still beat Rotherham by 3-0. Big win for Cardiff. That also probably solidifies their promotion back to the Championship next season as well. Stockport 10 man, Stockport drawing at home to Leyton Orient. That game always ends a draw for some bizarre reason. Wycombe 4, Doncaster 0. Very good home win for Michael Duff's Wigan. I'm not even going to mention what they did in the game, as you probably saw online. Absolutely disgraceful. Game is gone. Yeah, Doncaster again absolutely torn apart by Wycombe, who get themselves probably back in the playoff race. Looking at it, Bradford are starting to drop off. Table looks like this. Then Port Vale still remain bottom with that draw at home to Burton. Rotherham sit 23rd at the moment with that loss at home to Cardiff. Wigan losing in their drop zone as well. Burton 21st, they slip back in, or no, they stay in, sorry. Doncaster in 20th on 33. Northampton sit 19th on 33. Leyton Orient on 33. They're looking really not good at the moment. Leyton Orient. Blackpool 17th, also on 33. Big battle down from 17th. A bit of a gap then to Plymouth on 37. 16th, Barnsley also in 15th on the same amount of points. Wimbledon a point, and well, Wimbledon stay above that relegation zone, but still 6 points up to Exeter City in 13th. 12th sit Mansfield on 39. Reading in 11th, started to get back in that playoff race. You'd have to say 9 points off the players now for Reading. Peterborough sit 10th. They're also probably in the playoff race. Stevenage probably starting to slip out. Wycombe 8th, Luton 7th. They are only 4 points off the playoffs now. Bradford's still in there, but they are on a bit of a downward trajectory. Huddersfield also on 49 points. Stockport in 4th, Bolton in 3rd, Lincoln and Cardiff your top 2, and starting to run away with it in League 1. Into League 2 then we go, and we start Thursday night. Accrington Stanley beating Salford City by 1-0. Good home win for Accrington in that one. Definitely steers them well clear of that relegation zone, doesn't it? Now they're they're up to 13th with the win. Crawley 0, Crewe 1. Could see this one coming, to be honest. I had a feeling this would be a Crewe away win after Crawley's decent form. I think it was going to end at some point, and it ended at home to Crewe. Here, Swindon 3, Oldham 0. Very good win for Ian Holloway's men, back up into the top 3 again. In League 2, we've got a fantastic race in League 2 at the moment for the top 3. Can they get promoted? We will have to find out. We've got Bristol Rovers 2, Chesterfield 3. Good away with for Chesterfield as well. Similar with MK Dons beating Cheltenham in there as well. 2 big wins for Chesterfield and MK Dons at the moment. Colchester beating Shrewsbury quite routinely in that one by 2-0 as well. Yeah, good win for Colchester. Keeps their playoff hopes alive. Just about. you probably say. Fleetwood 1, Bromley 2. Bromley just keep winning at the moment. Andy Woodman's team doing brilliantly. They're probably going to be playing League One football next season, as I've previously spoken about. Yeah, Bromley looking really, really good for themselves. Gillingham beating Tranmere by 2-1 in that one. Good home win for Gillingham. They needed a win from somewhere. They got it there against Tranmere at home. Good results on that one. Harrogate 2, Cambridge 1. Harrogate needed a win and they've got it. That might give them a little bit of a boost. It's weird because it comes up against a Cambridge team that have been unbeaten pretty much, I think, in the leagues, or unbeaten in 2026 in the league, and then they go and lose at Harrogate of all places. Newport 0, Grimsby 0. 2 missed penalties in this game. Frantic absolutely everywhere you look in League 2 this weekend. Goals, missed penalties, shock wins and everything. Notts County beating Barrow 2-1. They needed that. Notts County sitting happily in second place at the moment. And then Walsall getting beat by Barnet. To be honest, I'm not surprised I saw that. I did see that coming, to be honest. Barnet's away form's pretty good. Walsall started to slide off like they did the end of last season as well. And they are clinging on to those playoffs by the skin of their teeth. Table looks like this. We've got Newport and Harrogate in the relegation zone on 21 points. Shrewsbury on 23 points, just outside in 22nd spot. Then you've got Barrow in there as well. Crawley 2. Bristol Rovers in 19th on 27. They're not completely out of it just yet. Cheltenham started to get dragged back in as they keep losing now. Tranmere 17th, Oldham 16th, Fleetwood 15th, Accrington 14th. Gillingham 14th, Accrington 13th. Should all be okay from relegation, you would feel. Well, Accrington almost definitely. It's probably from Tranmere downwards people would be looking at. Then you got Grimsby in 12th. They're only 4 points off the playoffs, which is meant to say because there's another 4 teams in between them and the playoffs. Chesterfield, Crewe, Barnet, Colchester, all of those within playoff touching distance. Colchester aren't they? 4 points off. Walsall in the playoffs just in 7th. Salford sits 6th. MK Dons sits Salford sits 6th. Walsall 7th. Cambridge 5th. Despite that, with that defeat to Harrogate, of course. MK Dons in 4th. Swindon 3rd. Notts County in 2nd. And Bromley are top and running away with it at the moment, has to be said, in League 2. So, that is League 2 done and dusted. Thank you very much for watching my League 2 EFL review for game week 31. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. I'll speak to you all on the next one. League 2 predictions tomorrow. You know the drill by now. Or actually, no, it's FA Cup weekend. So I think we'll have some EFL fixtures going on. I might just bring out a whole video of EFL fixtures and then do FA Cup predictions separately. So I'll probably do EFL predictions tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll have to see an FA Cup later in the week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll speak to you all on the next one.